Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have an EliteBook 850 G7. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your memory. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure that it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. You'll see the screws that need to be removed near the red arrows. After removing those screws, you'll take a small, flat pry tool. It's generally best to start out back near one of the two hinge assemblies in the corners. Pry the bottom case up from the computer, work your way down the sides towards the front. Now, don't put your pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge, go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. Your battery is right down here near the bottom of my screen. The battery is held in by screws next to the red arrows and plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. To unplug it from the motherboard, you would pull the plug down out of that port. However, be careful when pulling on wires or cables in a computer. If you pull too hard, you could damage them, and sometimes you could pull them right out of the plug. So if at all possible, just manipulate the plug as much as you can. Use a pry tool or your fingernails to wiggle that out of that port so you don't damage the wires. To access your RAM, you need to remove this metal guard. You would pull up on that pull tab and that metal guard will come off. This computer has two RAM slots for SODIMM DDR4 3200 megahertz RAM, and the max RAM capacity for this computer is 64 gigabytes. I will have all that information below in the description for your reference, but I will also include several replacement and upgrade options in that list I told you about with all of the tools, supplies, and replacement parts for this model computer. I will have a single stick of 8 gigabyte RAM in that list if you're replacing the one that went bad and you don't want to spend more than you have to, or if you just want a little upgrade and add an 8 gigabyte stick to that secondary empty port. But I will also include a 16 gigabyte kit, which would be two 8 gigabyte sticks, one for each port. I will include a 32 gigabyte stick, which would be two 16 gigabyte sticks for each port. And then I will include ultimately that 64 gigabyte kit that should max out your RAM, which would be a 32 gigabyte stick, one for each port. The way to operate RAM, you see two spring-loaded metal arms on either side of the RAM stick near the red arrows. The way to get the RAM out is you would gently pry those apart from each other, away from the RAM stick. The RAM will then release. It'll often pop up a little bit, and then you can pull it out of that port. To get the RAM stick back in, if you'll notice near the blue arrows, there's a long section to the plug and a short section. So you can only get the RAM stick in one way. You can't put it in upside down. Once you get it in, get it nice and lined up and flush. Make sure the gold section near the green arrow, make sure that's nice and even along the length of the port. Once it is, you just press down on the RAM stick and the metal arms will latch onto it and hold it in place. Last thing to mention in this video, if you are upgrading your RAM because you're trying to get a faster computer, better performance, keep in mind that your storage is also a large factor in those two things. This computer does have some good storage upgrade options. If you want to learn more about that, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and I'll explain more about your storage. If you have any questions, guys, check out the FAQs in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please do. I try to check those a couple times a day at least. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.